Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing. So I think by the timing and the size of this box we can sort of guess what this is going to be. Let's just get this thing open and have a look and see what's inside of here. I might have to split this video down. There's going to be a few components to this. Not trying to avoid knocking the camera over as well. Okay. This is just like Christmas. So there we have it. So I have in my possession a Magic the Gathering Commander Anthology. Now originally I wasn't going to buy one of these as I do have all of the decks, but I just thought this was a really nice, really nice way in which the decks from the first 4 years, so they got one deck I believe from each of the first 4 years of the Commander product. And I just thought this was a nice box to have in the house. This is so large, everything seems to be going everywhere. I don't have much room on the table. Let's move some of these clear sleeves. Okay. So what do we have in here? Charge into 4-player Magic battle right out of the box with this collection of classic Commander decks. Rain fire from the skies with Heavenly Inferno. Employ cunning tactics with Evasive Maneuvers. Unleash primal forces with Guided by Nature, or summon an undying horde with Plunder the Graves. Choose from among those powerful strategies, then challenge your friends to an epic multiplayer showdown. So we've got 400 card Commander decks, each with a foil premium Commander. 4 premium deck boxes, 4 specialised life counters, 80 tokens, okay, interesting, and a rules insert. So it looks like they're supplying the tokens with this. I'm assuming it's the same ones that came with the original product, and all the other stuff. And this looks like this is about the same size as the other Anthologies boxes they've done. If you remember, I did an unboxing of the Dual Decks one, which came out around at Christmas time one year. And then there was also recently a Plane Chase Anthology. There's a lot of multiplayer stuff coming out this year because we've got the Arch Enemy very soon. And also we have another Commander product that's coming out, which I believe is Commander like a tribal Commander, but this time instead of 5 decks we've only got 4. Okay, let's open this box. Oh wow, these are quite nice actually. So I don't know how good you can see this on camera. These are actually, trying to compare it against something, then they're along a similar line as the material that they use for the Fat Pack boxes. They feel slightly thinner, but they're pretty close. So they're that sort of like thick card, getting to the point of so they're thicker than like cereal card these on cereal packets. So those actually are pretty nice. I'm glad I bought this now. I nearly didn't buy this. So we've got also, there's 4 of these counters here for live totals. I'll have a closer look at those in a moment. And I'm assuming So I'm wondering here, I don't see it. I don't see like the oversized cards in here. I don't think there is oversized. Maybe that's the one thing that they've done which is missing. Yeah, I think what they've probably done is just foiled the regular size cards. So let's just have a quick look here so we can work out where we are. So it looks like they've got these in order they came out. So Heavenly Inferno was, what's that, white, black, red. So that would have been a wedge, I believe, yeah. White, black, red is a wedge. Green, white, blue would be a shard. So I think, if I'm right here, so that's 2011. There was no Commander decks in 2012, so Evasive Maneuvers, which was the shard, the 5 shard Commander products, that would have come out in 2013. Then Guided by Nature was the single 2014. Yeah, Guided by Nature was 2014, which was the green. Those were the mono-colour decks, if you remember, with the Planeswalker, the special Planeswalker that you could play as your commander. And then we had the enemy 2-colour commander, the 5 of those, and this is the Plunder the Graves one, the black-green one. So that would have taken us up to 2015, wasn't it? Yeah, 2010, 2013, 2014, 2015. Then 2016 we had the 4-colour ones, and then this year we've got the tribal, apparently. So there's a little bit about commander. Okay, good. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to need to split this down. I've now got a slightly larger memory card on this camera now, so I could probably do this in a single hit. So let's attempt that. Every Inferno, Evasive Maneuvers. It's rather large, so I'm going to get this out of the way. Just make sure there's nothing underneath here. Okay, good. So I'm just going to drop this camera down. We can get a better view here. There we go. Makes it a bit more stable. Okay, let's do this right. So we'll start off with Heavenly Inferno. As I've said, I have actually unboxed all of these when they originally came out. It's going to be fun to go back through these. So these should, once they're all sleeved up, easily fit into these, no problem. So yeah, Wizard, you did good. Okay. So Carrier of the Vast, it looks like that's foiled. So what they do with these commander products is you normally get what I call the lead commander, and then there are sort of some alternate commanders that you can use which are in the correct colours to be able to playable with the deck. Obviously they won't always be quite as fine-tuned as the lead commander. So Carrier of the Vast, 1 and then white, black, green for a legendary creature human cleric with flying. Whenever Carrier of the Vast attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. That's a 2/2. So now we've got our land base here. So Arkham Refuge, Barron Moor, Paducah Bog, Boros Garrison, Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, Forgotten Cave, so we've got some cycling lands here, Molten Slag Heap, Orzhov Basilica, Raktos Carnarium, Rupture Spire, Secluded Steep, Vivid Meadow, Zoetic Cavern is in here, and it looks like it's in the regular card frames. I believe when this came out it would have been in the, is it the Future Sight card frames? And then we're moving on to our regular basic lands here. So we've got our plains and a selection of artwork there. It'll be interesting to see for these. It looks like this particular printing has got its own logo there, like its own set icon, which is cool. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting doing this unboxing. We'll be able to see the different set ones from the different years side by side. There's a Bathing Light, Congregates, Lightkeeper of Emira, Mother of Runes is in here. The old art, is that the old artwork on there? I can never remember with a lot of these cards. Oros the Avenger, 3 white, black, red, 6/6 legendary creature, dragon with flying. When Oros the Avenger deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 white. If you do, Oros deals 3 damage to each non-white creature. It's an alternate one. A Tyrell, Reckoner of Souls, 4 white, black, red, legendary creature, angel, flying vigilance. Tap, choose a creature card at random from target opponent's graveyard. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control, and that's a 4/7. So those are the alternates. Chroma's Vengeance is in the deck. Angelic Arbiter. I'm not going to do what I would normally do and read out the rares, because like I said, these have been unboxed in previous videos, but I'm just going to make sure that they're on the camera long enough for you to get a good look. Archangel of Strife, or Archangel of Strife. Voice of All. Dread Cacodemon. Fallen Angel, with the newer artwork. Revive a Demon. A Chroma Angel of Fury. Avatar of Slaughter. Comet Storm. Earthquake. Mana Charged Dragon. Stranglehold. Angel of Despair. Basandral Battle Seraph. Bladewing the Risen. Malfagor. Master Warcraft. Arim's Thunder. Path to Exile. Return to Dust. Righteous Cause. Thera Angel. Shattered Angel. Soul Snare. Vow of Duty. Diabolic Tutor. Evnikar's Justice. Razorjaw Oni. Siphon Flesh. Siphon Mind. Let's move that over so you can see that. Vow of Malice. Anger. Cleansing Beam. Death by Dragons. Dragon Whelp. Furnace Whelp. Oni of Wild Places. Pyrrhemia. Sulphurous Blast. Vow of Lightning. Mortify. Terminate. Wrecking Ball. Got a bit of spot removal here. Boros Guild Mage. Jurigar Hedge Mage, Gwillian Hedge Mage, Orzhov Guild Mage, Armoury Sphere, Boros Signet, Dark Steel Ingot, Lightning Greaves, Orzhov Signet, looks like we've got all the signets that are relevant to the colour, Rakdos Signet, Soul Ring, and then our tokens, the Kiskin Soldier token. I wonder if these are double-sided. No. Oh, no. Cool, they've got the actual Magic the Gathering back on them. The Zombie token, good few of those. Some Dragon tokens, not surprisingly. Saplings. Cool, well, that's pretty good. Okay. There's our Heavenly Inferno done. So, moving on to, chronologically, Evasive Maneuvers. So this has got Derivi Imperial Tactician. See the nice foiling on that. Okay, Derivi Imperial Tactician, green, white, blue. So that's a shard. Legendary creature, Bird Wizard. This was the 2013 one of the 2013 Commander decks. It's got flying. It's a 2/3. Whenever Derivi Imperial Tactician enters the battlefield or a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may tap or untap target permanent. 1 green, white, blue. Put Derivi onto the battlefield from the command zone. So we've got our land base first of all. Azorius Chancery, Azorius Guildgate, Bant Panorama, Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, Fairy Conclave, Opal Palace, Rupture Spire, Salt Crusted Steppe, Seaside Citadel, Secluded Steppe, Sajiri Refuge, Selesnya Guildgate, Selesnya Sanctuary, Simic Guildgate, Temple of the False God, Terramorphic Expanse, Transguild Promenade, Plains. Moving on to now, so quite varied artwork there. Island, and forests. It's interesting because I don't seem to see either here a deck list for this, but of course you can get those online. Airy Mystics, Curse of the Forsaken, Dark Steel Mutation, Fiend Hunter, so first alternate general, Rune of the Hidden Realm, 2 green, white, blue, legendary creature Rhino Soldier, it's 4/4, Vigilance and Trample, 2 tap, exile another target creature, return that creature to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Rubinia Soul Singer, 2 green, white, blue, legendary creature Fairy. You may choose not to untap Rubinia Soul Singer during your untap step. Tap, gain control of target creature for as long as you control Rubinia and Rubinia remains tapped. That's a 2/3. Angel of Finality, Flicker Form, Karmic Guide is in here, Qatar's Wrath, Mirror Entity, Tempt with Glory, Unexpectedly Absent, Azami Lady of Scrolls, Blue Sun Zenith, Djinn of Infinite Deceits, Dungeon Geists, Lu Xun Scholar General, Bane of Progress, Kazanda Tuskcaller, Phantom Nantuko, Ethermade Touch, Merc Fiend Liege, Conjurer's Closet, Surveyor's Scope, Sword of the Peruns, I think that's Peruns, Thousand Year Elixir, Flicker Wisp, Stone Cloaker, Arcane Denial, Borrowing 100,000 Arrows, Control Magic, Curse of Inertia, Deceiver Exarch, Diviner Spirit, Hadda Spy Patrol, Thornwind Fairies, Washout, Wonder, Acidic Slime, Curse of Predation, Farhaven Elf, Crozen Grip, Presence of Gond, Restore, Leaf Drake Roost, Selesnya Charm, Skyward Eye Prophets, Winged Cottle, Mist Meadow Witch, Selesnya Guildmage, Azorius Keyrune, Basalt Monolith, Darksteel Ingot, Leonin Blade Trap, Pilgrim's Eye, Selesnya Signet, Simic Signet, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, Thunderstaff, and then our tokens again, just single-sided. There's a Knight, Spirit, Elephant Token, Elf Warrior, a few of those. Something's obviously generating a lot of Elf Warriors in here. Wow. A Drake, a couple of that, oh actually more than a couple. So I've got 4 Drakes in here. Okay, that's cool. So that was Heavenly Inferno. Oh no, that wasn't Heavenly Inferno, was it? That was, I'm getting muddled up here. That was actually Evasive Maneuvers. Be careful here. Okay. Next one we shall do Guided by Nature, which was the mono green from 2014. At the end of the video I think I'll talk a little about where I'm thinking about going as a follow-on to this video, because I think I could do something really interesting with this. Like I said, this is really something that I just want to have in the house, so that it's easy to have a nice kit of 4 different decks that can just I can just play against one another. Okay, so 3 LA's Llanowar War's Fury, 3 green, 3 Loyalty Planeswalker Freelies, +2 is create a 1/1 green elf druid creature token with tap, add green to your mana pool, -2 destroy target artifact enchantment, -6 draw a card for each green creature you control. Okay, so the other thing actually at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, it says Freely's Llanowar War's Fury can be your commander. So as I mentioned at the top of the video, these were mono decks this year in 2014, and each one had that clause on the bottom, so you could play this as though it was a commander. Crystal Vein, Evolving Wilds, so this is our non-basic land, Ghost Quarter, Haunted Fengraf, Havenwood Battleground, Jungle Basin, Myriad Landscape, Slippery Cast, Terramorphic Expanse, Tranquil Thicket, and then we got Forests, so this is all going to be just forest here because I'm in mono green commander. You can hear someone mowing their lawn in the background. Hopefully it's not coming out too loud on the video. Okay, Desert Twister, Drove of Elves, Elvish Mystic, Elvish Sky Sweeper. I'm just going to keep my eye open for these alternative green commanders for this deck. Elvish Visionary, Essence Warden, Farhaven Elf, Azuri Renegade Leader, 1 and 2 green for a 2/2 legendary creature Elf Warrior. Green, regenerate another elf creature. 2 and 3 green, elf creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. We saw Azuri in one of my videos recently where I'm doing the review of Magic in the year of 2010. Titania, Protector of Argoth, 3 and 2 green legendary creature elemental. It's a 5/3. When Titania, Protector of Argoth enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever a land you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, to create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. Beastmaster Ascension is in here. Collective Unconscious. Creeper Hulk. So these are all our rares. Elvish Archdruid. Fresh Meat. Grave Sifter, Immaculate Magistrate, Jorga Wallcaller, Lifeblood Hydra, Masked Admirers, Overwhelming Stampede, Praetor's Council is actually at Mythic, Primordial Sage, Rampaging Baloths, another Mythic, Siege Behemoth, Silk Lash Spider, Song of the Dryads, Soul of the Harvest, Sylvan Offering, Sylvan Safekeeper, Terastodon is in here, Thunderfoot Baloth, Tornado Elemental, Wave of Vitriol, Whirlwind, Wolfbriar Elemental, Wolfcaller's Howl, Wren's Run Packmaster, Emerald Medallion. Oh yeah, because of course there was a cycle of medallions in this particular year. Predator's Flagship, Seer's Sundial, Gargoyle's Castle, Orin Reef the Vastwood, Grim Flowering, Harrow, Hunting Triad, Imperious Perfect, Llanowar Elves, Lissalana Huntmaster, Overrun, Priest of Titania, Reclamation Sage, Sylvan Ranger, Thornwield Archer, Timberwatch Elf, Titania's Chosen, Well-Wisher, Wood Elves, Assault Suit, Commander Sphere, Lawseeker's Stone, Moss Diamond, Skull Clamp, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, and our tokens, Tree Folk, Gargoyle, some Beast tokens, Elemental, Elf Druid, Wolf, oops, affect a load of wolves. Okay, so that was the Guided by Nature deck from 2014. Okay, so we now move on to the one from 2015, which is the two enemy colour deck. It's green black, so I messed up there. I'm going to have trouble getting this off. Okay, Try and not damage anything here. Okay, nice and very shiny. Merrin of Clan Neltoth, 2 black-green, legendary creature, human shaman. 3/4, whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand. Okay, command tower. So we're starting off with our non-basic lands, Evolving Wilds, Golgari Guildgate, so we're obviously going to see green-black fixing here, Golgari Rot Farm, Jungle Hollow, Polluted Mire, Slippery Cast, Tainted Wood, Terramorphic Expanse, Vivid Grove, Vivid Marsh, Swamp, is obviously in here, and again varied artwork from Magic. And our forests. Okay, so now moving on to our spells here. Altar's Reap, Ambition's Cost, Banshee of the Dread Choir, Barter in Blood, Bloodban, Corpse Argor, so our first alternate commander, Jared Golgari Lishlord, 2 black, 2 green, legendary creature, elf zombie. So 2/2, Jared Golgari Lishlord gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. 1 black green, sacrifice another creature, each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Sacrifice a swamp and a forest, return Jared from your graveyard to your hand. Mazeric Gruul Death Priest, 3 black green, 2/2 legendary creature, insect shaman with flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So now moving on to our rares, we've got Butcher of Malakir, Champion of Stray Souls, Dread Summons, Eater of Hope, Extractor Demon, Phyrexian Plague Lord, Scourge of Neltoth, Sever the Bloodline, Wretched Confluence, Bloodspore Thrinax, Centaur Vinecrasher, Cloud Thresher, Kessig Cagebreakers, Mycoloth, Overwhelming Stampede, Pathbreaker Ibex, Terastodon in here as well, we've seen one of these earlier in another deck, Verdant Force, Viridian Zealot, Loleth Troll, Vulturous Zombie, Bone Horde, Eldrazi Monument is in the deck, Grim Backwoods, High Market, Diabolic Servitude, Phyrexian Rager, Rise from the Grave, Shriekmaw, Thief of Blood, Victimize, Acidic Slime, Caller of the Pack, Eternal Witness, Great Oak Guardian, Indrik Stomp Howler, Mulch, Primal Growth, Sakuri Tribe Elder, Satyr Wayfinder, Skullwinder, Spider Spawning, Tribute to the Wild, Viridian Emissary, Wall of Blossoms, Wood Elves, Golgari Charm, Grizzly Salvage, Korozda Guildmage, Putrefy, Golgari Signet, Lightning Greaves, Skull Clamp, Soul Ring, Thought Vessel, and then moving on to our tokens. We've got a Germ token, some Beast tokens here, quite a few of these, Elephant, there's several of those for a Terastodon, Spider, some Wolf tokens, and an experience counter card. Obviously that was a thing in these. So yeah, experience counters were a thing in this particular set. Notice what they've been trying to do is for, you know, the Commander products in sort of from, I don't know, as of about the third iteration, they started trying to do something interesting in each one with the Commanders. Okay, so there we have the four decks in there. So in order: Heavenly Inferno, Evasive Maneuver, this is the year they came out, Guided by Nature, and Plunder the Graves. So Kalia the Vast was the lead card in here, lead general. Derivi, Imperial Tactician in here. Freyalise, Llanowar's Fury in this one, and Plunder the Graves in that one. So there we had the white, black, red wedge, the green, white, blue shard, the mono green, and also the two colour black green deck. One last thing, I don't know if I showed it on camera. So these are these counters here that you have for keeping track of your life totals. And there was a similar thing, I believe, when they had that Commander's Arsenal, although I didn't buy that. And these just sort of click round. I don't know if you can hear that. Feels like there's some sort of spring in there. They look pretty robust. It'll be interesting to see how long they do last in play. So you can see there's the sort of red mark to signify where the actual value is. So that'll do a pretty good job of keeping track of life from 99 down to 0. So there we have it. That's an unboxing of the Magic the Gathering Commander Anthology. And this comes out in 2017. I hope you enjoyed this. I've certainly enjoyed unboxing it. And just going forward, I think what I'm going to do with this, there was a series of Commander videos that I did. I think I called it Box Store Commander, and the idea behind that was it was very much looking at what products were more Commander friendly, sort of going through in order. So we obviously started off with the Commander product, and then we looked at things like dual decks, and we looked at other products that tended to have older cards in them, throughout Magic's history, and tried to work out, when we opened up a product, where it tended to be more Commander friendly. I think we also spoke about things like Plane Chase and Arch Enemy. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put myself in a scenario where this is the only Commander product I've bought. I've sort of bought it for, kitchen table Magic, playing in the house. But what I want to do is maybe starting off with some of the more budget areas, look at are there cards that you could buy, you could purchase, within a sort of budget, within a budgetary space, that would be cool to have with these as part of these 4 decks. So what I mean by that is even just simple things of maybe going through, looking at the commanders and saying, is there a particular basic land artwork that might be nice in here, because that's fairly easy to fix in terms of just an aesthetic look. And then beyond that, going through, well, what other commanders are in that colour, Is there anything interesting in that colour that might also work in the deck? Or obviously, are there staples within that particular that would work in that particular deck or in those particular colours? So I might say, look at the Plunder the Graves and say, okay, in green black, are there any cards which aren't in the deck which are still budget and would actually be good in a green black deck generally? And maybe look at some things like artifacts and, you know, land fixing, like budget land fixing. Again, trying to keep the cards maybe around nothing, you know, more than say the $1 mark. But I think it's going to be interesting to do, because then it's putting myself in the position of, you know, this is the only product I have, and, you know, what if I wanted to supplement this by buying singles and going for a really targeted approach. So hopefully that's going to be an interesting series that I'll get into. The review of each year is going to carry on. That's not going to affect that. But I've been looking for another series which very much revolves around Commander, and I think that's going to be a good thing to do, particularly using this product as like a jump-off point. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.